awake in the midnight and probably either I do sleep late or I do get up um, midnight, bewitching hour. When you meditate, these things keep happening. The point is, we connect with the universal energies, we connect with our subconscious mind, and the communication is going on. So, here, I'm not going to talk anything much serious uh, about spirituality or magic or um, anything that you won't call it as. It's just a simple life and sharing my manifestation vlog. I really felt something is happening right now. Uh, what happened is last 3 to 4 days, um, without any kind of, you know, consciously decide anything, I just noticed that I have not texted my specific person. And I was like, wow, what was I doing then? So the state is achieved with the meditations, the energy clearance. And as I always say, it depends on the extent of negativities. It takes more or less time because everything is energy. And number two is, I felt very emotional and I was getting emotions about a lot of different things today. And here I want to say that if you feel emotions, if you get emotions, the best thing we should do, being a spiritual person, being conscious manifestors, is allow all those emotions to come out of you. And whenever you feel so great, so happy, so grateful, or good memories in the past, or even when you achieve something, that's success, or even when you're sad, most of the times the emotions come out of as a cry, intense cry. It's not a cry means cry, but I want to say that the water comes out with the form of the tears that roll on your cheeks, and you feel those intense emotions. Can be anything positive or negative. So if you feel intense emotions, number one thing is allow it to come out. And I felt lot of different topics about which I felt a very intense emotions today, and I could sense myself that because of my spiritual journey of so many years, and I know many things about me, how I receive the messages, or uh, whenever I'm getting anything, I'm sensing anything, what happens, how do I sense that kind of thing, kind of getting restless, whatever things, so I later on became emotional about few things. And see how everything in your life is created by you. So all of a sudden, okay, it was kind of dinner time, late for the dinner, and I just had my favorite food. So I just went in and I wanted to just have something over the TV, you know, by the time I have my dinner. And all of a sudden, I attracted a movie. And now that was a South Indian movie, not my language, but that was dubbed. So And I don't know how I felt. Like last once or twice I did see some South Indian movie, and I just liked it because of some kind of good things in it, good emotions, good family bonds, and I decided to check on it. And you really won't believe that was much more exact topic that's happening kind of in my life. I mean, that is one of the point in my life, and that was a story of a romantic love story involving two sisters, and one sister, the youngest one, she is such a dad's girl, and she decides not to leave her dad ever, and marry somebody who would be okay living with them. Not she has to leave her home, her parents' home, and go out. And that actually comes true as well. So that was a phenomenal story, and I was able to connect with myself as an that girl was kind of a college going girl. So when I was in a college, I was also right now as well. I'm much more dad's girl, but that time also so much. And in the South Indian movies, you would see a lot of bigger families. So that time our family was also bigger. In a sense, all the uncles were connected because we all children were much more younger, and nobody had to go for some job or education or like that. So you can understand. I mean, uh, bigger family, strong girl, angry girl, and dad's girl. Everything I was able to correlate with myself. And what an amazing vibrational match, and everything is instant. I was not at all aware about that movie. I never ever have heard the name of that movie. Forget about it. That's not my language. I was not knowing about the characters and the film stars who played the roles, but see the co relation. And another important thing about the people on my channel who are manifesting love, who are manifesting and working and meditating to get the phone call, to get your ex back. You know what happened? I actually changed my mental state while watching that movie. That's what another very important point I want to share on my channel, because I know it will benefit a lot of you. And it came to me from the universe. I experienced this just now, and that's why I'm sharing it. It was so powerful. We are meditating for it, but that movie gave me instantly. As a girl, you have your life before your specific person actually coming into your life. You have your personality, you have your loved ones who love you so much. And what happens is, if you withdraw your love from all these, you know, all the people who love you and the kind of life that you're living, then what happens is energetic imbalance, isn't it? And that's what we say, that you have to live your life normally, knowing that it's going to come. And this is one point in this. So don't withdraw your love from all the loved ones that you have. What happens is, when your specific person is not talking to you, you are in separation, you cannot love your parents, you cannot love your bike that you ride, or you cannot love your local town, your temples, and the places you visit, and all the fun that you have with your family, because you're not in that mood. And this is so bad, because these people, they get deprived of your love energy, and when there is no love, life collapses. I have experienced this. So, yeah, this is one of the important point. Next point is because in that movie, that girl was a college going girl. Okay. She was still preparing for her even college exams, the graduation exams. And that time we are not in hurry of getting married. Nobody is pressurizing us to get married, correct? Because everybody in a family is with you. They are worshiping and praying not for your marriage, but for your career. They want you to rock. They want you to be independent. They want you to shine in your career and be the number one in whatever you do. So, in that college going girl age, I was a very much different personality, and the detachment was very easy. I was not at all attached with that age college crush. Okay, emotionally you do feel, but you know practically that no, this is my family. I'm not going to leave my dad. Or, okay, I mean, if you're not behaving good, then get lost. Okay, when we become professionals out of the college age, we get that kind of tension because it's simply because of the community that you should then get married. But see, actually divine timing is different for every individual because God has given unique life for everyone. So there are people who get married early and they are widowed, you know. So what happens is there are a whole lot of different people always there. But I don't know why in the marriage age, once you complete your education and you are a working professional, uh, you just see that, you know, and your parents, and then the pressure comes in and you have to marry. And eventually, you feel, you know, that I have to get settled, I have to have my children and my bungalow, my car, you know, the servants. So in that way we get pressured. We should not be, actually, because see, timing of marriage is different for every individual. Okay, so actually we shouldn't you know, get pressured. But this makes extreme attachment with this specific person. And your specific person is literally like he's getting fed on your energy, and it becomes like, you know, a tiny monster who then turns out to be the larger and larger and larger size. So it becomes extremely difficult to manifest anything. But in that movie, when I was watching that movie, I was also feeling that, like, you know, if you are showing a photo with some another girl, then I will also do that trick. And in that movie, a girl simply goes to a neighbor, and in a decent way, she appreciates the neighbor. You know that you have been educated in the London and you are here in the village and you are building a business over here. So you're doing a great thing. I appreciate your work, and can I take a selfie with you? And then she sends that selfie that she took out of the appreciation. Decent. But she sends it to her specific person. You know, just to, I mean, see what actions you do are there reflecting what is your mindset. So she is very innocent, she is very fierce, she is extremely detached. Okay, she is not begging, she's not begging, to get married. Or she is not saying if you can't marry me, then, my life will be difficult, or I cannot have anybody else in my life. I do understand. I do understand. I do believe in, um, you know, divinely made one life partner for you. And we have to be committed so deeply with love and trust. But see the detachment. She loves the specific person in the movie, but she is not showing it. She has that courage to send the selfie with some other person and make him jealous, make him miss her, make him realize her value, make him realize that without this girl, you know, my life is incomplete. I have to do something. I love her, and yes, I will do anything to convince her to marry her. So, when you have this within yourself, that strong, detached mental state, then only you can act like that. And whatever you act, you are getting reaction, you are getting response from the universe. So your specific person is nothing, a human body with the five elements of the universe, correct? So if you act different, you are going to get the different reaction from your specific person. That's why I always have been mentioning in my videos that 24/7, 24/7, you are getting response from your specific person. I mean it. In separation, I know I have experienced, honest confession from our channel. Separation and reunion takes place 3, 5, 10 years, and not just me, but there are success stories out. You can check them out. Really takes like 3, 5, 10 years of meditations, of work, and then they manifest their ex back in their life. So all is the game of mind, all is the game of detachment. And when you have your life, you have your loving people, your brothers, your sisters, your father, your bike that you drive, your college best friends, you have your career in front of you, and that time you're not giving a lot of importance to your specific person, and they see you as a full-fledged package, like extremely well decorated red rose bouquet, you know and that's when they find you extremely attractive. I mean, they find your energy extremely attractive. It's not physical attraction only. You are glowing, you're booming, you have everything in your life. You have your loved ones all around you. So imagine how much love you have within you and all around you. Your life is beautiful, colorful, booming. You have everything in your life. And that's the time your specific person attracts all that. He senses all that energetically. Because see, when there's love, there is already heart to heart connection. So the telepathic messages, the energy connection, you are already energetically connected with the person. Physical separation, physical distance really doesn't matter. That's what we see, the telepathies and all these things, heart to heart connection. You just think, you just get it from within that. I'm looking at the phone and exact time when my specific person is calling me, and then you say, I thought so you're gonna call me. I just looked at the phone and oh my god, that was you. So it is nothing but a high level spiritual connection of two hearts. You are energetically always connected with your specific person. Stop telling yourself that you are in the separation. Stop telling yourself that you are in no contact. What is happening is energetically you're feeding your specific person. You know, that no matter what happens, I'm with you. I will keep on texting you. I'm not marrying anywhere else. I love you tremendously. And the other person over there, don't find it that magnetic pull. It's energy. It's not they do not love you. It is the energetic pull that is not there on your specific person because you are always around them with your text, with your messages, with your phone calls. When you are not in the action stage and you are full of love, your life is full of love, then they keep on sensing that energy, and that's the time the magnetic force of attraction sets in and they keep on feeling the pull towards you. Okay, and it happens in both the ways. Movie really helped me. In that movie, the boy was very sweet and he was literally like haunted, you know, always seeing in front of his eyes, he was always seeing this girl, and all the things this girl was doing, her body language, her everything, and he was constantly in her thoughts. So this happens with the boys as well. Okay, no matter whatever they try to show, I'm a man and I do not have emotions or I cannot express emotions. Actually, men cannot drive the car of themselves until they have a driver named their female counterpart. That's you. Okay. So it's not like that. Boys also have feelings, they also feel the same pull as you feel. And uh, you just start meditating, and then what happens is the inspired action will keep on happening through you. And remember, everybody's stories are different, so you cannot practically compare yourself. Like one person, 30 days of no communication, then got the contact, and one person has not yet got contact, 10 years of no communication, and one person manifested instantly within 2 hours, got the text. It is all divine timing, and everybody's stories are different, but the energy laws are same. So whatever is appropriate for you, your life, and your story of your wedding, those inspired actions, okay, these are called as inspired actions, will keep on happening through you once you start meditating. Okay, because everything changes in this fake 3D model world because you meditated on it. So all that you meditation, uh, all that you set the target in the meditation, that will keep on coming in your reality by series of events, and that's how you will be guided for the inspired actions. So the movie really helped me, and absolutely I recommend you to watch various romantic movies. The language really doesn't matter. And I experienced a lot of emotions today, and one of them was also I also cried with the thought that I don't want to leave my dad. You know, I am manifesting my wedding on one hand, but on another hand, I did say while watching movie that if this man comes, he will ask me to marry and leave my home, and I'm not going to leave my dad. I'm going to say him very firmly, I'm not going to leave my dad. So the movies have lot of power of generating beautiful emotions through you, and it really made me emotional. I did cry, and because of the situations in my 3D, I was not crying because I simply had to be control holder of everything. I was just managing everything. But see, and of course, I attracted this movie because I'm regularly meditating since so many years. So my all life has totally changed, and exact those things come to you that are meant for you. So 3D starts responding, and it was exact story that is kind of girl that I am, a dad's girl. And right from the childhood, I decided not to marry, and this was only reason that I do not want to leave my dad. And in my life, what happened is when I was in a junior KG, um, you can imagine, just a baby, 4 to 5 years old. Um, there was a person, my rickshaw uncle, who used to pick and drop service provider uh, for my school, home to school and vice versa. So once they were having some kind of fun in the rickshaw, and I was just in a junior KG, but um, this rickshaw uncle and his son, who was very naughty, they were pulling my leg, and they told me, see how subconscious mind picks up. So when I was hardly 4 to 5 years old in the junior KG, that was their teasing attempt, something out of the fun. They told me that I have to leave my dad just because I'm a girl. Because everybody has to marry, and when marriages take place, girl should leave the home. Boys do not leave their home and their families, but girls do leave their home and their families. And that's why I have to leave my dad. And that time I got very much hurt, and I decided I am not going to marry, and I will never leave my dad. An exact, the movie that I saw, and I literally had a lot of cry, and I allowed, as I said, I allowed myself to cry. And uh, it is intense healing on a deeper level that's taking place. But a good thing in that movie, I saw that because of the love of this girl who wants to be with her dad, who wants to take care of her dad, she decides not to marry. And once she fell in love, she gets such a loving husband. Okay, so this guy is um, a doctor, a surgeon, and willing to, pursue further higher education in the neurosurgery. And he's from the America. So this boy knows that he has the topmost future in America, but because of the love of this girl, this boy decides to leave the America and get settled in India and have his medical practice in the Indian rural area. This was incredible, and she becomes very happy after knowing that he has taken this decision. And by the way, she um, actually gets married with this person in that movie because her dad gets to know about her love, and her dad said, You marry with the person you love, okay? And don't worry about me, I'll take care of myself. And she gets married. And after marriage, when the scene was like she's packing her bag, that time her sister tells her, you don't have to do all these things because he has decided to stay with you. He's not leaving India. And that's the time she becomes very happy. And I don't know, in my story, I mean, about this, I have 100% same in my case. And by the way, the coincidence, well, well, nothing is coincidence, we know. In my real life, I'm a medical professional, and in the movie, the girl's specific person was a medical professional. Okay, so in that movie, the boy decides to stay with her family, and I'm very much excited um, why I got this kind of movie and how my person is gonna show up, and my specific person also uh, is aware about my tremendous love and the bond between me and my dad. So what surprise he wanna give me? I think he is kind of going to tell me that you don't cry and you don't have to leave your dad. So he's gonna do something of that kind. That's what I'm picking up. And anyways, it's live on YouTube for our reference. So I'll definitely tell you what happens in my life. But 100% coincidence. I mean, how can we say 100% coincidence? This is a funny thing. 100% accurate, whatever is there in my case, I saw in that movie. And next point to this is, I also was able to come back to my original personality, the kind of girl that I am, you know, a smart girl driving a two-wheeler and taking people on a double seat, having a lot of fun with the family and dad and everything. So before watching the movie, I was much more attached to my specific person. During movie, I literally became much more detached emotionally with my specific person. And emotional detachment is we're not able to understand detachment and let go, but more and more I do understand. I do share it on my channel on the shorts and everything. It is a kind of emotion, like you feel grateful, you feel successful after achieving something, you feel sad, you feel depressed, you feel fear. These all are different emotions, like you feel laughter. Now you can understand different emotions. So there is one emotion that you feel for your specific person. That is, I am with you, I'm not going to leave you, let's marry. you know Pushing and pressuring your specific person, suffocating, they can't breathe. Okay. And versus what happens is, emotional attachment got changed when I was watching the movie. My emotions towards my specific person, they changed into I personally, I mentally shifted to a person that I am a dad's girl. And I, rather than being emotionally that kind of attached to my specific person, I stood back in my life, in my clothes, in my body, totally mentally, physically, and my emotions towards my specific person totally became like, I did this much. If you do good, it's okay. And if not, then just forget it. I'm not going to entertain these kind of things because I saw the detachment of that girl, and she rejected the marriage proposal of her specific person. So I totally got that, and I was like, okay, I did this much, and in spite of this, if you're not behaving well, hello, get lost. And number two, I was like, no matter what happens, no matter you come back, you are marrying me, I'm not leaving my dad. I'm not leaving my dad. So this changed the energy dynamics between me and my specific person emotionally. Before movie, attached, waiting for his call, convincing him to marry, convincing him to communicate, let's go out, let's eat street food. You're always trying to adjust with him. Versus while watching the movie, totally detached, hello, if you want to marry me, behave good. And even if you're marrying me, I'm not leaving my dad. So this is totally stepping back to my life, to my world. And I'm so glad that I saw this movie before going to bed in the night, because we all know that's when our subconscious manifests. And I cried a lot. Means you can imagine what intense emotions I felt, you know, and emotions are everything. Emotions are everything. So if I'm vibrating on the different frequency, my person out there is sensing that there's something different in this girl. Like, I'll give my best to explain. Like, for example, he's doing his regular duty and he know that you have sent him 5 emails and he has to read, and he says, okay, let me finish all these things and then I will. Versus what happens is when you change your energy dynamics, your frequency, your person may be relaxed, lying down, ready to sleep, but he is now thinking different. He gets different thoughts. He thinks like, why this girl has not yet texted me? Or he feels like, what's going on with this girl? He feels like, uh, is everything is okay? Is this girl is still interested in me? Is this girl is still behind me? Am I secure in the relationship? Hope I'm not doing too much. Hope she's not angry. Hope she's mailing me. you know your person gets different thoughts because they receive your different energy. These two situations, for the best understanding, I explained. I mean, examples. This actually happens. Even if your person is sleeping, even if you are working, your person is constantly receiving your energy. And only problem was we were not able to come out of what's happening in our life, emotionally. Of course, we won't get dressed and we won't go to the movie theater watching the animated movie on the 3D screen of 70 big movie theater screen when things are not going good in your life. So it became very difficult for not just me, but for a lot of people who are in love relationships, and then we want to get married, we want to have children, we want to get settled, We want to have properties and bungalows and servants and cars and everything in the right time. So that was all attachment. And while watching, actually, I was also about to make shorts or live yesterday when I saw one of the spiritual persons video. Exactly, well said. The line was, wherever there is attachment, okay, you either chase that or you run away from that, because there's attachment. And what happens is, because of the attachment, if you are chasing your specific person, all this attachment, the pressure of getting settled, getting married, and all this attachment of love, I cannot live without you, you're my soulmate and everything, I do understand. But this emotional energy dynamics is not healthy, you know so you either, I mean, when you are chasing your specific person because of the attachment, and your person also has attachment towards you, that is the reason they run away from it. So whenever you are attached to anything, either you run towards it, you chase it, or you run away from it. This is exactly well said by one of the spiritual person in their spiritual videos, and I was like, yes, so true. And trust me, if you feel this much love, this much attachment, all this emotional involvement in your specific person, you have a lot of feelings, you know, lot of things from you within, that he is the one made for me or she is the one made for me. If you're a boy, your person also feels all these things, your person also has all these attachments, because everything is energy. Whatever you're feeling, you are sensing that energy, you are receiving that energy from your specific person. And when there is this much love, a very strong connection, you simply have to change the energy dynamics, and detachment is the key. And the moment you detach, energy shifts, the energy shifts. And the shift in this energy creates that magnetic pull, so that the person out there, your specific person out there, will take his phone in his hand and check thousands of times that, oh, I have not yet received her phone. Okay, I have not yet received her email. What's wrong with her? Or what is she doing? What is she in busy with? Why she hasn't texted me? Why she hasn't mailed me? And they would feel restless. They themselves will check the phone many times. Okay, this is the magnetic pull. They'll start getting all your thoughts. They will start thinking about you. This is the energy dynamics in a relationship. And I highly recommend you to watch the romantic movies in whichever language. Really doesn't matter, because emotions are emotions. And these movies will actually help you changing your emotional state. When we watch the movie, we feel those emotions and we vibrate on the different frequency, correct? So they would make you more stronger, more courageous. This movie changed my mental state totally, and I'm so glad I'm in this state. And I am going to just do my night prayers that I do always as a part of my daily schedule. And I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep feeling all these things after crying in all these things. I became extremely detached with my specific person. You know, like Don't come to me. You are going to take me away from my dad. I don't want to marry. Or if even if you want to marry, I'm not going to leave my dad. Okay. So it changed everything. And that's how the life is. Do watch movies. They helped me. And but if you meditate, you will attract the right movie towards you. Like, I was not knowing the name and anything about this movie. Neither it was like a played by very popular characters. But see, laws of energy is always working. You're constantly attracting everything. And call your energy back that you give to a specific person. That's the thing. We should not text, we should not call, we should not mail, we should not communicate with our specific person, uh, up to the extent that they would feel secure. They would feel that no matter what I do, I'm getting her text, she's interested in me, she's not gonna leave me. So that isn't a good thing. Okay. And if they do not feel the attraction towards you, they do not feel like taking action towards you. Okay. And that's the delay in the commitment. You are there, and why they are not saying goodbye to you? Because they love you, they want you. Okay. But there is no energetic pull that will make them do anything for you. That's what we have to create. And then they will do anything for you. They will say sorry, they will beg on their knees, they will agree on your terms, they will pamper you, they'll love you, they'll be your protector, they'll give you good family, they'll take care of your dad, they'll do everything. It's all on you and your vibrations. And what beautiful romantic movies that would really help you in changing your mental state. You will get different feelings, different emotions, your vibrational frequency will change, and different things will happen in your life. Really helped me. And I hope this live will also help so many. But this time to say bye, we'll see you with um, new live. I'm feeling quite emotional, and yeah, I want to enjoy these emotions of being detached, because the moment you detach, your manifestation comes here. It's like you are detached, like you were pressing the door against you, and you are detached, so the person can open the door from other side and come in your life anytime, because now you're not pressuring the door against you. Okay. It's all mind game, it's all mental game, it's all mental game. Okay. But achieving the state mentally takes a lot of time. Not everybody can achieve. Okay. Otherwise everybody would be, you know a rich king and queen on the earth. So time to say bye. See you soon in the next one. Keep watching beautiful romantic movies and manifest lovely, and do share your success stories. I would love to see them. Okay. So with this time to say bye.